G'day headbangers and welcome to Dozers Metalworks. Welcome my fellow metalheads to another edition of Dozers Metalworks. Another interesting year this year, because I want to try and do the next couple in the 2000s. So, I thought, well, let's start with 2013. Shall we? Yes, why not? Alright, so 2013. Had to listen to a few albums during the week to try and pick the good songs from each of them, and I was actually able to do it. Anyway, starting off at number 10, we have Nemesis by Stratovarius. Love the cover. Hot naked angel chick on the front cover, so you gotta love that. Top 3 songs for that are Fantasy, Dragons, and title track Nemesis. It's one of the good later albums from the boys from Finland. Gotta love those Finns. Okay, number 9, we have Dream Theater with their self-titled album. Quite a few good songs on this one. Narrowed it down easily enough though. So yeah, number 1, The Enigma Machine, which is actually an instrumental. Absolutely fantastic, you know, music on that one. Number 2 is Behind the Veil. And number 3, Illumination Theory. Now, this song is an absolute banger, but by golly Jesus, fair crack of the whip, fair suck of the sav. How long is it? It goes for 22 minutes. I mean, it is Dream Theater for crying out loud, so you kind of expect that, but like, 22 minutes? God damn, boys. Yeah. Alright, moving on. Number 8, Perils of the Deep Blue by Serenia. Now, the cover for this was done by Anne Stokes. The band approached Anne Stokes, said, we'd like to use one of your pictures for our album cover, and she said, yep, go ahead. And there you go. But Anne Stokes is one of the best fantasy artists you'll ever see. I actually have quite a few items of her picture, Angel Rose. So yeah. Anyway, so track number 1, Seven Widows Weep. Track 2, Blue Colleen. And track 3, Decadence. Serenia is a band, classic symphonic metal band. There. So yeah. Alright, number 7. I was able to cheat this week because it's basically an album that came in 2 parts. So, Wrong Side of Heaven, The Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 2 by Five Finger Death Punch, or as I like to call them, Finger Band. So, number 1 is the Animals cover, House of the Rising Sun. It's fantastic. Let This Go, and A Day in My Life. So, yeah, good album there. Now, number 6, we have Hail to the King, Me, no, just kidding, by Avenged Sevenfold. So these 3 songs have been my favourite from this album from when I first heard it. Shepherd of Fire, the opening track, Doing Time, and Hail to the King. As I said, me. No. Right, moving on. Number 5. Wrong Side of Heaven, The Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1 by Five Finger Death Punch. Now, this one was great album, this one. So, track 1, can't beat it, Lift Me Up, featuring Rob Halford as guest vocalist. Watch You Bleed, number 2. And number 3, Mama Gonna Knock You Out, which is a LL Cool J song that they've covered, and it actually features Tech 9 in Five Finger Death Punch version. So yeah, really, really good there. Right, moving on. This is an album I didn't get around to actually listening to the whole album, so I've done a boo-boo there. Super Collider by Megadeth, which is, I think, one of these albums at the front here. Can't tell which with his glasses on, but it's one of these. Yeah, I will say, look, the title track, Super Collider, is pretty good, but again, I haven't been able to listen to the album enough to nail down the other couple of tracks. So yeah. Right, now, number 3, 2 and 1, for about half an hour, I was dead set figuring, which order should I put these in, because I can't put them all at number 1. So after a lot of thinking and perusing the track listing, I have put them in order. But number 3, we have Black Dog Barking by Airborne. Second best Aussie band ever. A lot of people say they're the new Akadaka. I might have said that before, I may not have, who cares. So number 1 is Firepower. Number 2 is Animalize. And number 3, Ready to Rock. Probably well, it's hard to say with these guys if Black Dog Barking or Run Wild is my favourite album from Airborne, because they're both equally brilliant. So yeah, there you go. Okay, number 2, we have The Nexus by Amaranth. Absolutely love this album. Probably not as good as some of the other ones they've done. But number 1 would be The Nexus. Number 2 would be Mechanical Illusion. And number 3 would be Techno Heart. So there you go. Take that. Now, number 1. Now, this album, I think I might have mentioned these guys before. Downloaded their albums years ago, and all I could listen to was this band for 2 weeks straight, because they were amazing. Have all their albums on CD. And yeah, but number 1 for 2013 is Battle Beast with their self-titled album. And the whole album is fantastic, but I do have 4 favourite tracks from this one. Out of Control, Let It Roar, Out on the Streets, and Black Ninja. Hey ya! But yeah, that album was fantastic, and that, like, all the Battle Beast albums have been really, really good. So yeah. But anyway, that is my list of 2013. Now, as you know, I usually do an RIP if a good actor I know or like has passed away. No, I can't remember his name. I think his name was Noah Wiley. Passed away during the week. Apparently he was an ex-MMA fighter, but I never saw him do that. But I loved him as a character that he played in Hawaii Five-0. Played a bit of a dodgy character, but it had a heart of gold. And then, of course, he popped up in Magnum P.I., the reboot series, now and then, as that same character. But yeah, he was a big guy. So probably, you're not sure if it was how he died. Could have been heart failure, diabetes, who knows. But he was a great actor. Loved him in the shows. So yeah, rest in peace, dude. Big man. And until next time, my fellow metalheads, mosh on.